Okay, so we told you we've got a cube of side x, okay, and this cone with the dimensions given as well is sort of cut out, and it gives us then this remaining volume, which is 849.2. So if you think about it, we started off with a cube, okay, and we can easily work out the volume of a cube, can't we? Because it's just length times width times height, and they're all the same. So it's just x times x times x, which is just x cubed. That's what we started with, but then we cut out the cone. So when you cut out, you take away, don't you? You take away from that total volume. And the cone, of course, well, the formula we write up here, which we get from page 2. So we just need to work out what that is going to be there. 1/3 times pi, which is 3.14, times then the radius squared. Now, you have to be really careful here, okay? Because we've got to square the radius, yeah? Okay, so I don't want to see people putting down 0.4x squared. No, you've got to square the radius, which means you've got to square all of that. So put it in a bracket, because not only are we squaring the x, we've also got to square that 0.4 as well. Okay, so important. Times then the height, which is 0.9x, and of course then that gives me the remaining volume, 849.2. So I'll take my time on this. You know, let's not do anything with a calculator just yet with this. Okay, but what I'm going to do now is, you appreciate, because you're squaring the radius, you've got to square all of this. Okay, so you square 0.4, you're going to use your calculator there, and you get 0.16, and you also square then the x, you get x squared, times then 0.9x equals 849.2. Now on my calculator then, okay, I'm going to type in, I'm going to multiply these, but you know what you can do to start with, just so I'm clear here, we put the numbers together here, okay, we put the numbers together to show that I can type them in one go. It doesn't matter what order you multiply in, so you can put that 0.9 here in front, and then we put the x squared times x then at the back. So on my calculator now I'm going to type all that in, okay, so 1/3 times 3.14 times 0.16 times 0.9, and I get that there, so I get 0.15072. Now x squared times x is x cubed, isn't it? Yeah, because when you times in, you add the powers, and this power 2 there, power 1 there, so it becomes power 3. That equals to 849.2. Now we've got to put these together, but we're taking away, yeah, we're taking away. But they're both x cubed, but so we're allowed to do that. So we've got this here, take away this. Now in front of here, there's no number written, but you can write 1 if you want. Okay, so you can think of this as 1x cubed, take away 0.15072x cubed. So all you've got to do on your calculator is type in 1, take away 0.15072, okay, and that gives you then this. So then that would be 0.84928x cubed. That's what we've got left. And then to get x cubed, of course, because you're timesing these, get x cubed on its own. So take that over and divide. So x cubed will equal to, well, let me type that in, 849.2 over ants, and that comes to, there you go, 999.9 blah blah blah. And then of course to get x, you've got to cube root all that. So x then will equal to, let me see if I can squeeze that in, so shift square root to get the cube root ants, and you can see that there you got 9.999, yeah, which basically is going to round to 10.0 to 1 decimal place. That's what x is equal to there.